So this tutorial is all about choosing the right words to help you have more engaging, clear, and dynamic writing. Word choice is the difference between a bland sentence and a sentence that paints a picture. Now, some fantastic authors and books that do it are these: Orwell, Hemingway, Cormac McCarthy. Now, when you read these books, make sure you focus on their word choices and learn from it, because they're fantastic teachers in how they write. Look at this sentence. She walked into the room. It's fine, but it doesn't really tell you much. How did she walk? What emotions was she feeling? What can you convey beyond just simply the action of walking into the room? Here's a couple quick examples. How about she tiptoed into the room? She stormed into the room. She glided into the room. So they not only tell you what she did, they actually convey some emotional weight behind it. And you get a sense of what mood they're in as they come in. So here's another one. When you find yourself running on and over-explaining using multiple words where actually even just one good solid verb can do. She was walking quickly to the store. Why don't we fix it? Why don't you do a word choice like this? Which one sounds better? Rushed is a stronger word than was walking quickly. That's because it's more direct. There's a lot of weak words you can probably cut out and never use again. And that could be very, really, just, kind of, sort of, suddenly. Now, that's in descriptive writing. In dialogue writing, you may want to keep them. But in descriptive writing, they're not helping you. Here's more examples. It was a cold night. Now, instead of that, let's use details, action, feeling, and try to punch that up. So how about this? The icy wind sliced through her coat. It makes you feel that a little bit more, right? Because you want the reader to feel what the characters are feeling. And you don't do that by just summarizing. You've got to use those details, the pacing, the sounds, the feelings, to make sure that reader feels like they're there with that character. Now, writing isn't just about meaning. It's about the sound or the flow of it. So I highly encourage you, when you're writing out your sentences and something doesn't quite seem right, say it out loud. You're going to be tripping up on some certain words, and so often those words are the ones you need to improve on. So just like I talked about in an earlier video, we can actually use a variety of show, not tell techniques to punch up this clunky sentence like this. It rained, it was windy, there was a storm. And we can make it that much more powerful using techniques like sensory, atmospheric, personification. So let's do that now. The wind howled, the rain poured, and then the storm swallowed the city whole. So that sounds a little better, doesn't it? It actually, you want a certain rhythm or flow to your writing, just like you want the certain rhythm to your pacing of your sentences. Short sentences tend to add more tension, while longer sentences tend to be a little bit more relaxed. Same with word choices. But be careful about trying to be, let's say, too poetic. So when I talk about flow, I don't mean that everything has to rhyme or there has to be a high degree of poetry behind what you write. You want to write the style that's consistent to the style that you have for the rest of your book or your story. And that's the same thing with word choice. You're going to find that your writing actually, has a certain grade level. Like, which grade does this be to? From grade 2 to grade 10 to grade 12 or university. And if your book typically is, let's say, maybe about a grade 6 reading style, and you all of a sudden use a big word, let's say, for example, like ebullient versus cheerful. Now, sure, you can use that word because you want to impress the reader that you have a rich vocabulary. But if the rest of your book is written in a grade 6 level, and you suddenly use a university type word, it's going to throw the reader off. And the last thing you want you to do is have the word choice throw a reader off. Because really what we're trying to do here is always try to keep the reader immersed in the story. So I hope you like this video, because this video topic idea was actually recommended by a viewer. So I wanted to respond and provide something back. So I hope that actually worked for you. And if you have any other topics you want me to cover, put them down in the comments. And if you're comfortable, why don't you take one of your bad telling sentences, improve on it, and provide it in the comments below. I think other viewers would want to learn from you as well. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Happy writing.